Welcome to the BCJ cast. My name is Jay. Joining me this week is Corey and Brad.
Three people again
Wow, okay.
today.
Hello.
Oh, it's
I was
us
kind of
three.
hoping for a little, more enthusiasm as I jumped into that.
It's just us three again today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not
yeah, just
nothing
like
changed.
always.
Nothing has changed. Like the world. Nothing's really have changed except for politics and stuff like that. But
We're
uh,
not talking about politics today.
uh kind of beating a dead horse over there.
On another note, hey, stimulus checks most likely.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
hoping.
yeah. I don't like the full bill because only what 8% is going to us out of the 1.9 trillion.
Is it even that high?
Uh,
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's $1.9 trillion, the bill itself.
No, I was
yeah,
talking about that percentage that's going to people.
I think it is. It might be lower, but I remember
Because there's
Ted.
a ridiculous amount of money that's going to, really stupid things.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
what's
Ted. Ted.
1400? Go ahead.
Like Ted Cruz was talking about it, and Ted Cruz was like, "Yeah, this isn't a COVID relief bill."
Yeah, it's really not.
It never is.
Yeah. You could never have anything like that. Giving money back to the people? No.
All right,
We have to
all right,
give it to our special interest groups,
yeah.
like the School for the Performing Arts. Fuck me,
Yeah.
dude.
We could talk about that later.
Yeah, no, we're not talking about that today.
Today we're talking about anime. Woo.
Whoa!
Well,
You sound so excited, Brad.
more so like
Very.
anime, like a Bachelor/Bachelorette show to see what anime Brad can be interested in to watch.
Yeah, Brad, do you want to explain your views on anime?
It sucks. Never been interested.
Can you care to explore that topic a bit more thoroughly, please?
Yeah. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of people who like anime. Both my sisters love anime. I can't stand it. Um, the voice acting is grating on my ears. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just everything about it turns me off from ever wanting to watch it.
Uh,
Okay,
okay.
short and to the point.
I guess.
I mean, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than like turning a corner into a room and just hearing like like as you know some
What?
just like I said, like the voice acting
he turns
just
the he turns the corner
turns the
and
corner and just hear a guy going like you know
he turns the corner and hears the world.
yeah. And then there's some woman that answers back in like an incredibly like high pitched like unnatural voice. Or it's just like
See, I don't really think it like their voices are that high pitched. It's just their language/accents that do it.
okay, well then yeah, that's what I hate.
You just hate the Japanese.
Yeah.
Just the language.
See. Also, like the thing is, you okay. So you hate the language, and then we go and tell you, well, there's like English dub out there, and then you still just say, not interested.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. An English dub, I would be more willing to watch
Okay.
than like anime in Japanese. But it's
Okay.
still like a lot of like the premises alone of like anime. I just hear it and go like that just sounds cringy to me.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's me and anime don't get along. Never
Well,
have,
that's the
never will.
point of today's episode, is to change your mind, or at least try to maybe come up with one or two that sounds interesting to you.
Come up with a compromise.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear it. Shoot your shot.
All right.
Well,
What?
Corey,
Okay.
I think first we need to get an idea. Brad, what do you like in a TV show or movie or whatever?
What are your favorite genres?
Anything depressing.
Okay.
Um,
There's a.
Okay, there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a fucking lot of that.
um, like fantasy. I like big fan of like the Star Wars TV shows. Big fan of like the Witcher show,
Okay,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Mhm.
I was a big Game of Thrones fan
Before it got ruined.
before it got ruined. Yeah, just generally that's what I like in a TV show. Funny is a plus, like a dark comedy.
Mhm. Mhm.
Big fan of those. Um, Trying to think what else. Yeah, I think that about sums it up. What I like in a TV show.
Okay.
You. So, accounting to all that in mind, you know what anime that would be a really good one for you to watch? Probably like the one to start off with that actually has a very excellent dub. The highest rated anime of all time.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that would probably be a it's a fantasy. Very comedic elements. It can get very dark and depressing at times.
very dark and depressing.
Yeah.
Genocide comes up a bit.
Mhm. Um if you ever see that anime dog that everybody freaks out in the comments because of that's in it. I won't
Yeah,
spoil it for you, but oof. It's a major oof.
yeah.
But yeah.
Um, Great action sequences.
Mhm.
Um, Very interesting.
Yeah. You'll you know, the characters are, the character development is fucking great within the and with the show. Um the bond between the brothers the Elric brothers is a great thing to explore, and
Yeah, it's a good show.
I've
Uh,
seen a couple episodes. I don't know if it was Brotherhood, but like when I was like in elementary school, and it seemed interesting.
that would have just been normal Full Metal Alchemist because Brotherhood
yeah,
didn't get released until 2009.
I see.
yes, yeah. Brotherhood is the complete the deluxe edition essentially of Full
Yeah.
Metal Alchemist. It's how
Uh
it should have been.
yeah. Full Metal Alchemist, the normal one is starts off basically where the manga starts off, but at some point it diverges completely. And Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the entire show that follows the whole entire manga plotline.
Yep.
I see.
Um, yeah.
All of this going straight over my head.
Essentially, what it is there are alchemists. I hope you know what an alchemist is.
I have an idea.
Okay. People that can, change materials from one thing into another. Alchemy. Are you familiar with alchemy in human history, Brad?
Yes.
Like the pursuit of wanting to change things into gold and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yes, well, in this world, that's a
Straw
real thing.
straw into gold. The whole
Yeah,
idea of a philosopher's stone.
yes. That's basically what this entire series is about this world where alchemy is a real thing, and the alchemist, the philosopher's stone is a real thing, and the main character trying to acquire one to replace his lost limbs
And also his brother's body.
and his brother's body.
Okay.
That's what it's about. It's really interesting because eventually you end up with these big government conspiracies, and the government's actually going to try to murder us all and stuff like that.
It starts off with
Keep going.
It starts off with stating that the main character is a part of the military. The what he alchemists that are by that work for basically the Führer. He's actually called the Führer in this
Yep,
country.
Fuhrer
Uh,
Bradley.
Führer Bradley, and they are called the dogs of the military. Which
Okay, dude, you're going way too much in depth. This isn't a synopsis now.
okay, all right. Then I'll give the reins over to you.
Basically, they're trying to figure out what the Philosopher's Stone is, and as they get closer and closer to discovering what it is and how they would acquire one, they begin to find out that the government is doing some very, very shady things, and that maybe all these genocides were actually a bit more, even more sinister than what they were led to believe.
You have my attention.
And that's what the story is about.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it is the top rated anime of all time. It's phenomenal. It's really good. The ending is a bit depressing though.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm in.
Yep.
Like it's happy and hopeful, but
Oh, alright.
the main character does lose a significant part of his identity at the end.
Yeah.
Um,
Like he himself is still happy at the end, but he does
he has to
lose.
give up a large portion of his identity in order to gain that happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yep.
So
Is
you
it
wanna?
on a mainstream streaming service, or would I have
I
It
to?
is
believe it's
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
yeah, and
That's a
it like
plus.
it's in, I believe the Netflix one is in the English dub, so it's English. You don't have to watch subtitles and listen to the I believe in your words, the cringy Japanese voices.
I didn't
the
say
great
cringy.
the
You've said cringy a
grading
couple times before we started.
the
It
grading
makes me
Japanese voice.
cringe. It's not like cringy necessarily. I understand it's not their fault. They were born in the wrong country.
Yeah. I mean, he is pursuing his dream of being Caress Jr. right now.
Not even that. Like, just it makes me cringe.
Yeah, that's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's pretty good. It's got some very dark moments. It's got a lot of comedy. It will make you laugh a bunch. Um, but it is inherently an action drama.
Okay.
Um, lots of different characters that are all very identifiable that you will either come to love or hate. Um, Major
Uh,
Armstrong.
Major Armstrong, man's always without a shirt, but he constantly glistens.
Yep. He's a phenomenal character.
Hmm.
Um, Roy Mustang.
Roy
Can't
Must,
forget Roy Mustang.
yeah, or Lieutenant Hawkeye.
Lieutenant Hawkeye is great.
The
Overall, yeah, series is great. I think you might like it.
yeah.
Um,
What's another one that might fit the bill?
so again, going on the theme of dark, depressing, and suffering.
Yeah, I knew this was coming. I knew this was coming, but I
Dark,
I
depressive, suffering, fantasy.
yeah
Comedic.
has
At
yeah.
times it is comedic, but it's definitely a dark drama.
And I'm gonna let Jordan take the reins on this one because if I'm correct, I still have yet to finish this series.
Well,
Correct.
just for reference, like one of my favorite TV shows and something I can binge, like, a season in a day, is Fargo.
Never even heard of it.
Okay.
What is it?
It's a TV show. It's
Well, I got that much.
Have you ever seen the movie Fargo
Nope.
by the Coen brothers?
Nope. Don't even know who those are.
Okay, well, it's a movie about. You've never heard of the Coen brothers?
No.
They did like The Big Lebowski.
Never watched it.
Okay.
Um,
Uh, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Never even heard of that one.
Raising Arizona.
Don't know that one.
oh, The Winter Soldier.
Did they?
Yeah, they.
I didn't watch that either. I
uh,
don't like Marvel.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they did that. Shit. What else did they do?
I remember Bill Murray saying that
No Country for Old Men.
Never watched it.
Anyway,
Just to put for our viewers, I don't watch movies because movies are the most inferior forms of entertainment that has ever been made.
I'm not denying it, but like it's just like their movies like I actually like enjoy. But no, like they
Like there are good movies, but good movies are like 2% of all movies.
I mean, well, so Fargo, anyway, Fargo is like considered like one of the best dark comedies of all time because it follows like a guy who tries to get his who like basically kidnaps his own wife for ransom because massive he's got like massive either gambling debt or some kind of debt, and then like shit goes south and he ends up like being investigated by the police for the kidnap and murder of his own wife. But he's like, it takes place in uh, Fargo, North Dakota. So the dude's like, running from the police and stuff like that. But like, he's got like a fake nice Minnesota accent, and it's just like everything about it makes me laugh.
Diet Canadian.
Diet Canadian, yes. Anyway, but yeah, so like Fargo is a TV series sort of based on like those principles, like a dark comedy principles, and take place in like the same universe as the movie does. So,
Okay. So the anime I was going to talk about, there are some comedic moments to it, but it's definitely a dark, depressing, and suffering drama. Very interesting character study as well. It is called ReZero. The basic synopsis is the main character, think of as a bit of an incel, a fit incel at that. Gets transported to what?
You're losing me.
You don't like incels? Come on, man. You wanted to call us the incels.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I might still have those texts.
I think that was Corey, and I was just going along with it.
Maybe.
I mean,
Anyway.
incel's not really part of my vocabulary, though.
No, it's not. Basically, he gets transported to another fantasy world that has magic and all this stuff. And being an otaku, he thinks like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be real cool and have all these superpowers." And turns out he's basically just a normal dude. And he starts helping this girl out, and then he gets stabbed and dies. And he wakes up earlier in the day before any of that ever happened, and has
Like
to redo the day all over again.
Like a shitty Japanese Groundhog's Day?
Yeah, except the thing is he dies every time he goes back.
Okay.
And he has to keep redoing things until he can survive. And it follows his journey as he's trying to basically help this girl become the ruler of the continent, of the country. And all of the things that he tries to do and keeps fucking up royally and getting murdered and everybody around him murdered, and yeah, it gets really fucking dark. Uh, really fucking dark.
Like Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat sort of situation.
Kind of, yeah.
Underrated sci-fi movie.
Yeah, well, if you think that was underrated, then I think you might like this.
Is it in English?
Yes,
Yes.
there is an English dub. There is an English dub.
On the
for
streaming
as
services.
interesting as as these things might sound, like that is, I'm not gonna lie, a make or break for me.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's one of the most popular anime of all time, and it's airing. It's the second half of the second season right now. And let me tell you, every Wednesday morning, that's what I do. Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock, I'm watching the next episode.
What's it on?
Uh,
I watch it on Verve.
so do
I
I.
watch the English for season 2 won't be out for a while.
They
Um,
started the dropping episodes, but
yeah,
it
but all of season 1, which is 25 episodes, there are English dubs of. It's very good. I love it. It's actually replaced my number 1 anime of all time.
Okay,
So,
interesting.
yep. So Corey, what other recommendations do you have? Because I have another one I think you might like because it's about fucking over the government.
Oh, okay, that one.
Oh,
Let me hear about
Corey's
that
next.
one.
Corey's next. It's literally
so
about overthrowing a world government.
nice.
You have caught my
s-
attention.
So another one that fills the fantasy and can be quite comedic, but I think um but if you like love action, I was like probably like the first part of the first season of SAO might be like up his alley as well. And also
Probably not.
yeah. Um hmm.
Pitch it anyway.
All right. So the main character is basically very hyped for this game that's coming out. It's on
It
something.
is a uh, it is a virtual reality dive system, aka your body goes unconscious and your consciousness is put into the game.
Okay.
And on the first day of the game actually dropping, right? The 10,000 players log in, and on the first day, the creator of the game goes and says, "You're all trapped here, and the only way to get out is to clear all 100 floors of this MMO. But there's one catch: if you die here, you die in real life."
Ah, so it's like Spy Kids 2.
Spy Kids 3.
Yeah, sorry.
No. Spy Kids 3D.
Ah,
Yeah,
It
yes.
was its official name.
yeah,
I watched that in theaters.
My
yeah.
favorite Elijah Wood performance of all time.
Yeah. I am the dude. Or
Proceeds to die.
is it the dude or the guy?
I think it's the guy.
No. That
His best movie of all time. I mean, I
Yeah,
know
fuck
there's,
Lord of the Rings. Spy
yeah,
Kids 3D, guys.
there's some. I think he was in like a Ring movie or something like that. But no, him as like the guy is better than that by far. His best work.
But so it explores the main character going through this MMO as he's trapped, and and he meets some cast and characters.
He has a harem,
Yeah, basically he develops a harem, but the harem doesn't really come until like part 2. Like he has like
and
3
it
girls.
includes his half
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah. Well, no, cousin.
Oh,
But
that's right.
yeah, cousin, but they treat each other as brother and sister. Um but yeah, one episode his entire party dies right in front of him. That fucks him over for a while.
Well, don't
Uh
spoil it.
No, that's like episode 3.
yeah, episode like 3 or
No,
4.
that's episode 3.
Yeah. Um
Yeah, that's not a real spoiler.
yeah. He also almost dies a couple times too.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like if you like the first part, I would suggest continue watching, but after that, kind of falls off until Alicization, which is a
Which
whole
is season 3.
yeah, season 3. Like the first part of season 2 is okay, then it drops off, and then Alicization comes out, and then it just picks it back up.
Yeah, and from there it does take it pretty well for
Yeah.
quite some time. But
I think me and you both agree that Alicization is the best arc
yes, I
in
don't think I think even if Brad enjoys the first part of season 1, I don't think he'll carry it past the second part, because the second part of season 1 is just kind of bad and
yeah.
incredibly cringy.
Yeah.
Incredibly cringy.
Yeah. Um
And you know what, Brad? I'm gonna save that one I was talking about as the last one.
Oh, you can't do that to me.
What? Why not? Why can't I do that to you?
You got me all, you know, you got me like
Wound
raring to
up.
go. Yeah, wound up, and then you're just
Okay,
gonna
okay,
stop. Yeah.
okay, okay. I'll give it to you. The anime is called Code Geass.
that's what I thought.
Protagonist lives in a place called Area 11. It was given that designation after it was taken over by the world's biggest empire. Secretly, and I say secretly very lightly because it's pretty obvious from the beginning, secretly he is actually an heir to said empire who has long since been removed from the line of succession. He ends up getting caught up in a terrorist attack and very nearly dies, and is granted, I guess you could call it, a superpower, which is the ability to command anyone to do any one thing. Can't resist it. They automatically do it, regardless of what their actual will is.
Okay.
And he proceeds to use this power to destroy the empire from which he came, to take it over and create a new world order.
Hmm.
With the actually, I don't want to say anymore because that's going to spoil the entire series. Because that's not actually his goal.
Yeah. It's not.
No, it's not.
Um well, Brad, any other questions on that series? Cuz I actually have like another good one that I think you might enjoy. That
There's big mech battles and lots of
I like the idea of a government falling.
oh yeah, no, it's pretty great because just like he sits there with his little band of like resistance fighters and just fucks the government military at every opportunity, and they just can't do anything against him because he's far more intelligent and he has this ability called Gios.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Interesting.
yeah, like
does
he
like
like in the first 2 episodes he kills the governor of the entire area.
doesn't like once he gets that power, doesn't he like command like a whole like
He
squad of
ca- yeah, he
soldiers?
he commands a squad of soldiers to commit suicide, which
Huh.
they do happily.
Yeah.
This isn't a porno, is it?
No, this is not a porno. But I
Are
will
you
say,
sure?
there is an uncensored version of this because there are titties.
See,
Eh.
he doesn't like anime titties though.
No.
Yeah. It's literally like one scene. And I think it's in episode 3. So, yeah, it's not a big deal.
But
Yeah.
even
His-
even without, you know, I'm not a big fan of anime, uh, like tits or anything, but like the premise is getting me hard.
uh,
I was gonna say, let me see if I can come up with anything.
I
Uh,
I I have another series.
no, I mean about Code Geass. Any other things
Uh,
that might make him interested? Um, there's a lot of ideology talk.
yeah.
Like,
Uh, do the ends justify the means,
okay,
or are contemptible, or do contemptible means spoil the ends? That's an ideological question that gets thrown around for, I'm not kidding you, all 50 episodes.
50 episodes of this.
Yep, there's 2 seasons.
Cool.
I mean, I've got it on Blu-ray,
I might
and
borrow
yes, it is dubbed.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
In fact, I actually
It's
prefer the dub
watchable.
over the sub.
Why? Because the Japanese annoy you too.
No, for some reason I just think that the English voice actors voices match the characters a bit better, which is not common for me for a lot, but I do really like them
There
for for Code Geass.
there's definitely some anime where people would prefer the dub over the sub, like Cowboy Bebop is one. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is also up there.
Yeah, like the only voice actor for Code Geass I don't like is Nunnally's voice actor. Her voice is just too high pitched for me. It's weird, but I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense because she's young. But what?
Nothing. RJ just sent me a snap.
But no, like I prefer in a woman. I prefer like a nice like a deep voice, like a smoker's voice. You know,
Oh, then you'll love Colin.
is that a man?
No,
No,
Okay.
that's isn't that like one of the
she's actually
main?
one of the main female characters.
Yeah. It's always a debate of her or C2, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, Corey, you said you had one.
Uh, so Brad,
Yes.
you like a very like dark and depressing, right?
Yes.
And
Makes
also
me
a
feel better about myself.
person that is very very mad at basically the government, right?
Yes. Because
Okay.
I those characters resonate with me.
All
I
right.
can I can put myself in that character's shoes.
Okay. So this guy gets transported to a fantasy world from a book that he just so happens to pick up in the library.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Jordan knows. Um, and he becomes one of the four heroes of this world. There's the spear hero, the bow hero, the sword hero, and he himself, the shield hero. Um, and basically, already at the beginning, he gets fucked over by the king of the kingdom that has summoned him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Basically,
He gets
He,
accused of rape.
yeah. The king's daughter, the princess, who's posing as an adventurer, joins up his party because nobody else was joining him, and she played all this cutesy act to get him to spruce him up, and then at the first night that they spend together as a party, she accuses him of rape, and basically turns basically everybody in the kingdom against him.
Okay.
And
Typical woman.
yeah, she later like she is referred to as bitch for to him at least, but later on you'll find out if you ever watch it. So he has nobody on his side at this point.
And so he goes and buys a slave.
Yep, goes and buys a slave.
I don't condone this.
He goes and buys a slave. He buys something called that is a demi-human. So, and this particular demi-human is mixed with a tanuki. So it's a tanuki human, and she's really like she's very disinterested. She's weak because she was just a slave. And basically, he goes and tells her that you are going to be my sword, and I am going to be your shield.
Okay.
And slowly they actually start to bond, but obviously he's not a bad person. Like, he is actually actively the only hero that actively helps out the community. It's just the king and like basically the palace hates him. And at the and he actually befriends the queen later on in the show, who is actually like it's a patriarchy, not a matriarchy, and he makes her punish the people that wronged him in the beginning.
Hmm.
But it is also very dark because
What's it
at
called?
the Rising of the Shield Hero. It's also on Verve as well. And I
And
also
it also has a dub.
Yep, season 2 gets released later on this year.
So it's watchable, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
For you, yes, it is.
Yeah. It it was one of the more popular anime, I believe, of 2019.
And you know they had taste.
Yeah.
People in 2019.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have COVID yet, so they could still taste things.
Uh,
Not gonna lie, 2020 was terrible for anime.
It
All the
was.
anime kind of sucked. The
Yeah,
only
it
good thing
was.
we got was ReZero Season 2, and that was it. That was the only good thing that we got last year.
Yeah. Yeah. Rising the Shield Hero is also really good. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just you I would believe that you yourself would probably resonate with the main character a lot because sometimes because
He's very Rage Against the Machine.
yeah,
Just
like
like, fuck this world, fuck this government, I want out.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Those are
uh
characters I resonate with.
mhm. Like his main power is like his rage. That's how he basically uses his attack, is his
Oh
rage.
yeah, no, he gets very
So he's a barbarian.
Yes.
he actually goes straight up like barbarian, like rage, like black vision, attack everything in sight because he can't tell the difference between friend and foe anymore.
Mhm. Like also like his armor that he gets from the blacksmith that he befriends in the city is actually called the barbarian armor.
Yep.
Hmm.
It's good.
I'm
It's not the
sensing.
it's not the greatest, but it's good.
Yeah, like I like to call it like junk food anime. Like it's not profound in any way, but it's very entertaining to watch.
hmm
Okay.
Um
Well, it came out also like in the time where other like most isekai anime went with the power fantasy stereotype, and we only basically had two shows at the time that didn't follow that, which was ReZero and Rising of the Shield Hero.
Yep. To give you an idea, out of 10, I gave it an 8 on my anime list,
Okay.
which is actually its average score. So it ranks it. It's the number 84th most popular anime of all time, and its ranked via score is the 537th.
Okay.
There's a lot of fucking anime in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
That has piqued my interest.
Brad, do you like superheroes?
Depends.
Do you like over the top superheroes?
How over the top are we talking?
Like really over the top?
Are we talking like
Super
Superman?
overpowered.
Like Superman?
Think Superman, but funny.
Okay.
Okay, so you like over the top, super powered, super people.
Yes.
Okay, and you really like
Sometimes
comedy.
I do.
Okay, One Punch Man,
Ah, yes.
absolutely hilarious.
It is. It
I-
is.
And I can sum it up incredibly easily. There is a man who is so strong he can end any fight with just one punch,
Hmm.
And
and he hates it
he absolutely fucking loathes it.
because he wants to have a real challenge, but nobody can withstand a single punch from him
It was
without dying or surrendering.
it was also the anime that actually got a whole bunch of otakus to actually start going out and exercising.
Yeah, it was.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 10K a day.
Um, yeah, it's just a really simple premise, but it's actually really well done. Um, because the show, is about him, but it's not actually about him. It's about the characters around him.
Okay.
Because there's nowhere left for him to develop. He's already basically the strongest person in the world,
Hmm.
and it makes him sad.
Is
And
that
it's
on
Yeah,
absolutely
Netflix?
yes,
yeah.
and it's in English.
Cool.
I
It's only 12
also
episodes too.
I also have it on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yep.
I think
It's
I
ranked it's ranked 79th overall in
yeah,
score, and
I,
it's number fifth most popular of all time.
yeah, I think I gave it to you when I bought it.
Yep, and I watched it all in like a day or two. It was hilarious. I
Oh
fucking
yeah.
loved it.
It is great. Thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's another really like good one just because it's so funny
Yeah.
because you see all these like life or death situations between two like superhuman people like fighting it out. One of them's gonna die, and then he just comes up and just hits something once, and the battle's over.
Yeah. Like
And
everybody
he sits there and he laments because he's just like, not again.
yeah, I think everybody really just loves Moomin Rider because he's just a normal bicycle guy, but he
Oh
tries
yeah,
so hard to be a hero.
yeah. But yeah, no, it's entertaining because he's just so ridiculously overpowered, and it's about you know he really just wants a challenge, guys.
And then it becomes a running gag that Genos always tries to do his best but constantly just gets destroyed.
Yep. But yeah, so that's my recommendation. It's a good one.
Okay.
It's funny. It's one that you could like sit like after we're done here, you could go binge it on Netflix and be done by like 2 a.m.
Okay.
It's not super long, but it's entertaining, and it's one of those ones that I'll just go back and rewatch it every once in a while, just because like it's funny, it's ridiculous, and it's funny, and that's what it's about.
I also have one more recommendation.
Okay.
It's a bit more shony type, shonen type. So it does have its dark scenes, but it's a bit more on the comedic side. Um, but like the first episode basically starts off with the main character's family dying, and like he himself trying to save his sister from dying. Um, it's Demon Slayer. I think you'd probably enjoy Demon Slayer a bit.
Demon Slayer is good, but there's no comedy in that.
Uh,
And you know who is one of the most cringy characters in anime I've ever known.
the pighead guy.
No.
No, Zenitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does like get redeeming later on. Like once you really like
No,
learn,
he really doesn't.
like later on in the manga, he does definitely.
Maybe in the manga.
But yeah, no, he is definitely very cringy, but I think he's still kind of a good character in a certain way. Definitely like maybe it's biased because I read the manga because he gets some like major character development in like the last arc, but maybe that's just my bias coming in.
But how cringy are we talking? Are we talking like a Corey D&D character
We're
level?
So
talk we're talking no. Like Corey D&D character is fine comparatively.
thanks
I, I'm
guys.
I'm just I'm joking, Corey.
Thanks.
I
I'm not.
liked Fanfear.
Um no, like to give you an idea, this guy is the most sniveling, defeatist motherfucker in the world.
Okay.
But the only reason why he survives is basically like when he what he
No, let me explain this, okay? When he passes out unconscious from fear because he's such a fucking wimp, his anime protagonist powers activate, and he gets the most overpowered ability in the entire universe where he can basically one-shot anything. And he doesn't remember it whenever he wakes up.
Boo.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah, it's really stupid. He is literally the worst character in anime I've ever seen. Like, there's a reason why Demon Slayer got an 8 from me, and it's because that character exists. Literally, if that character wasn't in the anime, it'd be a 10.
He's the France of anime.
No, more like he's the like he's like the Cambodia of anime.
I
Okay.
don't think he killed 3/4 of his population though.
No, but it is about that cringy because I wanted to kill myself 3/4 of the time when he was on screen.
Yeah.
Like I actually almost dropped Demon Slayer because of his episodes.
Oh, he's
That's
got
how.
whole episodes?
No, but he's in large chunks of episodes.
He
And just him being on screen literally made me want to drop the entire thing.
he becomes a major support character.
Ew.
God, I fucking hate him.
But if you like a guy that works out constantly, fucking
Like myself?
yeah. There's a character that constantly wears a boar's head because he doesn't like the way he looks, but he's like
Because
super
his face is feminine.
yeah. But he is like one of the most manly men. Like he's the
He's
basic
the manliest man character you'll ever meet. Like,
yeah
anytime he sees anything, he has to prove that he can do it better.
yeah
And that he's stronger. Or faster.
yeah.
And everything's a competition to him.
Mhm. Like when he first meets the main character, he just constantly asks them to fight him, just so he
Fight me!
yeah.
I don't know. Sounds a little toxic to me.
It's actually very comedic.
Yeah. And like later on, he gets over that, and he also becomes a major support character. And
His character is actually good though.
yeah, his character is really good. Like uh um what's else? Tanjiro himself is a really good balance with all the other characters that's interacted with. Um, I remember this one line that came up in like when he was training to slice a boulder in half, which was "You are a man, suffer in silence." I'm like, yeah,
Too real.
too real.
Not real enough.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get over Zenitsu, it's really good. Nezuko is really cute. The action scenes in
Are
that,
very well animated.
yeah. Um, the Tanjiro's mentors are really good characters. Uh, Gyu is a very interesting character. Who's the character that tries to kill his sister, because his sister turns into a demon in the first episode. After his family dies, his sister turns into a demon, and he's basically trying to find a cure to cure her, but there is no cure except for kill the BBEG.
Yeah, essentially.
Hmm.
I got another recommendation. Brad, you said you like Game of Thrones, right?
I do.
So back whenever this anime was airing, I used to refer to this anime as the Game of Thrones of anime
Okay.
because there is so many character deaths in this, and I mean so many. Um, it's pretty good. Um, it is resistance fighters versus government.
I like the title.
Well, no, that's not the title.
Oh.
That's like the theme.
Oh.
It's called Akame ga Kill.
Ah, yes,
Um,
yes.
it is incredibly bloody and gory. Uh, it's very funny in many parts of it, and lots of fighting, lots of killing. It is, again, like I said, it is resistance fighters against the government. Um, and minor spoiler, at the end of the series, at the end of the 24 episodes, the I want to say like 15 like characters that you end up caring about, two survive.
Yeah.
That's it. Just two.
Okay.
Um, basically all of the characters wield these special weapons that are pretty powerful, but one of the problems with them is if two people wielding this class of weapon ever clash, one or both of them are going to die. It is a requirement, it is a rule, and it will always happen.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's it. It's pretty brutal. Uh, what in the first episode you get some pretty gory elements, people getting cut in half. You get to see people being tortured to death. Uh,
I think his best friend, like his best friends at the time,
don't
both.
spoil it.
All right.
I was being intentionally vague.
Yeah. Like yeah, no, like you start off like you think, oh, it's a power fantasy anime because he
No,
literally one shots like a monster for like some merchants easily. And it's like you start off like you think it's like very comedic, and then like halfway through the episode it starts, it's like,
it gets very dark.
oh yeah, yeah, it's like, oh, I don't want to be on this ride anymore.
But it's pretty good. There's lots of comedy in it. There's many funny parts. Um, oh yeah, the one of the main mentor characters is gay, and it's
Yeah,
absolutely hilarious.
yeah, it is. It is
Why?
very
This
hilarious.
big, because like
Is being gay funny to you?
no, it's how it's played. So what it is he's this big buff dude that the main character is like really looking up to and calling him like big bro, like big brother and stuff like that. And then it's revealed that he's gay, and that all takes on a completely different dynamic because he starts flirting with the main character.
Yes.
It's funny. When he dies, it's actually incredibly sad.
Yeah, it is.
Well, way to spoil it.
Well, dude, I told you that like everybody except 2 people die.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this.
That's
One
like
of the people that's
like
gonna die, you're
Yeah.
not gonna expect it to be.
okay.
Also, if you like strong female characters,
I do.
like femdom,
Oh,
that anime has one character in particular. You know exactly who I'm talking about, Corey.
Yes, I do. She is a
She's almost the big bad, except she's not.
yeah. Yeah, the big bad is the government. She just works for the government. She's like the head of the army.
Yeah, she's actually kind of terrifying.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like cuz
Yeah.
she is the most powerful character in that show.
I just I fucking love it. She basically takes the main character hostage and decides, well, you're gonna be my husband.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
there's nothing that turns me off more than hearing a woman works for the government. I love women. I hate the government.
Mm. Oh my god.
You draw a salary from me? Ew. Without my consent? Ew.
Oh my fucking god.
Away from me, witch.
Uh,
I mean, she's basically in charge of the entire military.
yeah. And to be fair, the main character doesn't really want to be with her either.
No, he doesn't.
What's it called?
Akame ga Kill. Akamegakil.
Can you just send me like a list of all the stuff that you
Yeah,
recommend?
I'll send you a list after this.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Corey, what's your next one you got?
Like I'm scrolling through fucking I'm scrolling through this shit, and nothing's really coming to mind.
I got a small one. Brad, I don't know if you will like it or not. I'll just give you the basic rundown. It's called Joker Game. It is about espionage from the perspective of Japan during World War II.
Okay.
So it just follows a bunch of different spies throughout the different missions that they do across like Europe and Asia. It's interesting, some of the, interesting tactics and, things that they did. It deals with like profiling, to uncover people's secrets and stuff like that. It's only 12 episodes.
Is there any historical accuracy at all?
There's a little.
Okay.
Because it draws from like actual like tactics and techniques used during World War II.
Oh, okay.
But I believe most of the stories are, for the most part, not entirely, but for the most part, they are works of fiction, but they do draw on historical precedent.
Interesting. I do like learning.
And I do believe it has an English dub.
Okay.
I know.
So
I know a Kame Ga Kill has one. I just don't know where.
Yes, it does. It does have one.
I mean, I do need, I need to know what to expect when I go undercover.
I'm sure you do.
I'm like scrolling through like a whole bunch of anime on my watch list. And it's just like I know one that might interest him, which would be Black Lagoon, but I myself also haven't watched it.
I haven't watched Black Lagoon either.
So because Black Lagoon is basically you follow along with these modern day pirates basically on basically their adventures.
Do you know another one he might be interested in? I don't know as much though. Death
Uh,
Parade.
yeah, if Zach was here, yeah, he would probably give a good rundown, but
Yeah.
Zach isn't here. But yeah,
I mean, I've watched it. I know Zach's a big fan.
Has
yeah.
nothing to do with anime, but have you guys ever seen The Watchmen?
Nope.
Which one? Are we talking about the movie, the
The
graphic
movie.
novel? Yeah, Watchmen.
Yeah.
I fucking love the movie. I think it's underrated.
You know what I'd think?
What?
They should make like a TV show out of uh the little comic book in
The
the
graphic
movie.
the graphic novel?
No, not the graphic novel.
Oh, the actual like comic book in the
In
movie.
the movie, yeah. Whatever
Oh.
that was called.
Oh,
I'd
it
watch
was it was
that.
also called The Watchmen.
What was that called? Like the Black Ship or something like that
No,
in the movie?
I have no idea. Like
I think it's the Black Ship is the name of the comic book in the movie. I'd watch that. That was like those sequences are actually some of my favorite in the movie. Anyway,
I
um
could always recommend JoJo's.
a hard pass.
Do you even know what JoJo's is?
Yeah, I've seen some episodes.
It's
Come
actually really
on.
good.
Hard pass.
Oh, come on, man.
Hard
Dio
pass.
Dio
German science is the world's finest.
Hard pass.
Dio is best girl, bro.
Hard pass.
No. Speedwagon is best girl.
See, it's always a competition between Dio and Speedwagon.
No, but Speedwagon easily wins.
Speedwagon easily wins if you like but see you expect Speedwagon, but it's always Dio. It's me, Dio.
I
Uh,
mean, yeah, no. JoJo's takes heavy inspiration from metal. It name drops a lot of bands.
oh
I
Metal
no
and
know.
no,
classic bands.
legitimately the mangaka was just like I like this band's music. He's going to become a
Yeah.
character in my
Like Dio, REO Speedwagon, Metallica.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I know a lot of the characters. It- Uh, that's one of my sister's favorites.
Boys to Man.
Hard pass. Hard pass on that one.
Um, you got any other recommendations, Corey?
Uh, maybe mhm. Ghost in the Shell, but I think the main character like actually works for the government, so probably not.
Boo.
And she's a woman.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
What?
Woman working for the government?
Well, I have a big problem with her working for the government. I have no problem with the main character being a woman.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was referring to. Is she worked for the government,
Well,
and you
that's
also
that's the thing that I don't like. Not that she's a woman.
That's what I was referring to. Is she's a woman that works for the government.
yeah.
Well, it's like I said, it's the working for the government part that's the turnoff in that sentence.
What about somebody working for the government but actually is working against the government?
Are you talking about Aka 13?
No, but that is on my list. I wasn't gonna introduce that one
No,
because, to be fair, Jean really wasn't going to do that.
no. Yeah,
I mean, that's what the end of the series is pretty much about.
yeah.
Anyway, I was talking about Death Note.
Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean that yeah.
I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but like if you know the series, you also know that if he, did made some other choices, he wouldn't have gotten caught.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I've
But
long dreamed about going undercover in the
all
government.
right, then you're gonna like Death Note as well, because
It's about
basically,
killing people, Brad,
yeah,
including like the FBI. He kills a lot
Okay.
of FBI agents.
yeah,
Nothing warms my heart more than continue.
I mean, he gets a notebook that anybody's name who he writes in it dies, and he can dictate how they die.
I'm familiar with the premise.
Yeah, no, he uses it. He wants to basically become a like god of the new world and make it so that everybody has to abide by his morals. Spoiler alert: he's not technically the good guy, though he is the protagonist. Um, and so he, gathers information by fucking using the death note on somebody in the FBI to get all the names of the FBI agents in Japan and murdering all of them.
Hmm. I like
Yeah,
that part.
yeah, he kills a lot of people.
yeah,
Kills a lot of people.
The
yeah, he
Yeah,
trying to
does.
it's a
force everyone to live by his will, I don't like.
yeah, it's a crime drama. It's basically him versus another hyper intelligent guy trying to catch each other, playing cat and mouse constantly.
Okay.
And there's lots of people caught in the crossfire: police, FBI, criminals, gangs and organizations, and
Huh.
yeah,
Interesting.
like there's stuff in there about like controlling media narratives and stuff like that.
That was on Netflix for a while, wasn't it?
uh
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know if it is or not.
they also
Is
made a live action which you should never watch because it's awful.
yes,
Sort of like The Last Airbender.
Exactly
yeah,
like the last airbender, except
yeah,
maybe even more bastardized,
yeah. I think it is. Cause
if that's believable.
you can tell that Aang is still Aang in the live action movie. You can't tell Light
Oh
is
yeah,
still
no.
Light
Yeah,
in
Light
the
is
movie.
not Light.
Yeah.
And Misa is not even remotely the same character.
L is also not the same character.
No, not even remotely close.
So that like at
Also,
least
because diversity, they had to change his race.
yeah. Like at least like in the last Airbender movie, you can like kind of get behind that, they are kind of playing those characters. And the Death Note live action movie that Netflix made, you know for sure that those aren't the same characters.
Hmm.
Cuz L Light is supposed to be this like popular kid in school and he's good at everything. And
He's a prodigy.
yeah, and like in the first scene of the movie, like he gets like fucking bullied for being a nerd. Like okay,
They tried to Americanize it, and they did terribly.
yeah,
There's nothing better than just like some good old fashioned bullying.
uh,
Agreed. That's why we do
yeah,
Chikori all the time.
no,
It's good for you. Builds
thanks,
character.
Builds character.
no, totally. I mean, no, I'm. See, the thing is, um, uh, oh, I love the fact that a lot of people can dish it out, but can never take it.
Those are my favorite people.
Yeah. Those are also the people that are basically trying to just erase our culture from the planet.
Steph.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone is
Well,
fun.
she can't even like really dish it. So
No, she can't.
Definitely can't
Dr.
take it though.
Stone, that's a fun one. I don't know if Corey would like it though, or if Brad would like it though.
Uh, it's basically people like going back into the Stone Age and then trying to basically create gunpowder like millions of years
You're
earlier.
not even close.
That's how that's well, yeah. Basically, they're just trying to accelerate the world back to the way it was to a
Nah, let
certain
me
degree.
let me give a proper synopsis.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Freak accident on Earth causes every single human being to be turned to basically petrified. Um, little over 1,000 years later, uh, two people get unpetrified. One of them is a scientific genius. He's, teenage kid, eidetic memory, very intelligent, and his goal is basically to return the Earth to what it was before the catastrophe happened. And to do that, they start trying to unpetrify some people, which they begin to do. And one of the first people that they unpetrify is basically a no, 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 no. We can't go back to the way things were because the way things were was all like terrible, corrupt, and adults suck. So we should kill all of the petrified adults and just bring back the kids so we can basically make a commune. And so they basically split, and the main character is trying to create a kingdom of science to oppose the other guy's wild commune. And it's about like how like one of the the basic things of the series is like how is modern day technology actually made? Like for example, how is electricity generated? There's an entire episode that's dedicated to them basically building a very fundamental water wheel to generate electricity.
huh.
And about like if you were in the Stone Age and you know how to make these things, what are all the things that you have to do to say make a light bulb? And all the stuff that goes into that, like how do you make, vacuum tubes with primitive technology when you don't have machines?
Yeah.
How do you do that by hand? And that's basically what the series is about, is basically how do you recreate technology in the Stone Age.
So it's basically like everyone's like daydream fantasy, which is like if I went back in time with a cell phone, I could rule the world.
Uh, maybe. That's basically what ends up happening. He he finds out that there are still humans on Earth. Very small community of them.
Hmm.
That the reason why they're there gets answered towards the end of the season, but he ends up basically becoming their king.
Okay.
And it's really interesting because what was it? One of the first things of season 2 is they've got to travel a long distance. So what's the most important thing for them to have?
A wheel.
No, they make a wheel.
Okay.
They have to travel a large. They have to have a bunch of people travel a large distance. So the first thing they need is food that they can take with them.
Hmm.
And so they basically make a way to freeze dry food.
Well,
And that whole process is explained.
you had me at stopping the communists.
Yeah.
I mean, it's everybody's dream.
Yeah.
I don't know, bud. I mean,
It's everyone.
It's an interesting series. I don't know if you'd like it, Brad.
Oh.
Um,
Why? Is it just like
it's
too
it's
like
very Japanese. It's very anime. It is very funny, but there are definitely a lot of moments of Japanese tropism. So you have characters that are complete idiots. Um, they're not very intelligent at all. There's some like really like it's funny, but there's also some moments of like really dumb humor. Um, and the animation is really over the top in some places,
Yeah.
like cartoony levels of over the top.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
maybe not.
I mean, you could always give it a try.
I mean, I assume there were dumb characters in it when you
Yeah,
said commune.
yeah.
I mean well, I mean, it is kind of a reflection of our society today that all these young people want to become communists.
I mean, yeah. To that effect, it is actually quite accurate.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a commentary on today's society because the main character is very much like democracy and capitalism and science and technology, and the antagonist is very much like, no, we must return to the earth and live as one group, providing for each other, and fuck the adults and property shouldn't exist.
How did we go back to Cambodia now? Because what you really
Like, I'm
just
not kidding you, he literally rages against the idea of property rights.
yeah,
Nothing
what
makes me want to own property more.
Yeah, he rages against landowners. It's fucking hilarious.
yeah.
I saw an absolutely possibly one of my favorite memes of all time. It was a Sal the Agorist meme, and it was like it was basically some a guy's sitting there, like it was like the NPC meme,
Hmm.
you know. So it's a guy going like, landlords aren't like uh, being a landlord isn't real work. Like it's not fair. You don't actually like work. You just get money for not working. And then the other guy goes like, then why don't you become a landlord? Like, just be a landlord. If you don't want to work, you want to get money for not working, just become a landlord. I want to become a landlord after I become a dick pill doctor.
Corey, did you come up with any others?
I mean, uh, I mean, redo of Healer.
Oh God, no.
uh, I mean, he does like he wants to destroy a government. He wants to get revenge on a government. Other than that, probably like something like Attack on Titan, maybe.
Uh, I don't know. I don't think those are his.
Yeah,
That's not his wheelhouse.
yeah. I think we kind of got through a lot of the ones that fits
A
his
lot of the good
criteria.
ones that he would like.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got to start them on something really good like Full Metal Alchemist or Code Geass before you start shoving them into things like Overlord.
Yeah. Right, Rising the Shield Hero is a pretty good one to start off with too. But other than that, not really.
And Corey, at
Well,
some point, I don't know if it was on Discord, but you did give me like your Verve account, right? I think you
I
did at some point.
I can resend it to you. It's no big deal. I can also send you my Funimation account as well. Which Funimation is basically just the English dub house of anime.
yep.
Yeah, Rising of the Shield Hero should be dub on Verve as well. I believe it should be. Let me check. Because I know Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is also on there as well, and it's also dubbed.
Well, I mean, it is on Netflix.
Yeah, but if he wants to actually support like a good streaming service,
Well, I mean, if he already has a Netflix.
Yeah. I want to check if Rising the Shield Hero actually. Yeah, Rising the Shield Hero does have an English dub.
I don't have
Yeah.
a big problem with Netflix. Like,
Uh,
I have a big
I
problem
mean,
with, like,
Cuties was a thing.
yeah.
yeah, but that's barely Netflix's fault.
It was an original film. They,
Yeah,
you
but I
know,
mean, that's the thing. It's like they're so desperate for content that I wouldn't be surprised if they were just like, yeah, you've got like make whatever you want, like as long as we can put our name on it, like don't give a shit.
I know one. I know one. You like you. So do you? So Brad, you basically like train for like boxing and MMA. Um,
Yes,
there is a boxing anime called Hajime no Ippo, which translates to fighting, to the fighting, and it's basically about a boxer going through like training to become the best.
interesting.
Yeah. Characters are really good. Um, it's also on Verve. There's a
Is it
hundred
depressing?
I mean, I'm not sure. I haven't watched it. I just know that you might like it.
Okay,
It probably has its depressing moments because he doesn't have a perfect record.
cool.
So I'm pretty sure that he's gonna take some losses like like very hard.
I mean,
Cool.
I can also recommend an off-topic anime as well.
Okay,
Angel Beats.
Ah, yes.
I've heard of that one. I don't know where.
Uh,
Probably from him.
Basically, think about it like this: bunch of dead kids in purgatory,
Okay,
trying to figure out why they're there, what they need to do to leave, um, killing on occasions each other, uh, and trying to come to terms with their life and becoming ready to move on to what awaits after death.
hmm,
Yep, ending will rip your heart out.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's very depressing. Uh, I think after episode 3, my wife and I cried in basically every episode.
Okay,
Um, like it's sad and happy, but really depressing in many places, and
okay,
it's
so
got some interesting action parts.
it's
Uh,
it's ticking my boxes.
I mean, it's only 13 episodes.
Another plus.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. Like,
I uh
it's
I
it's 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 really good. It's in
yeah.
fact it's one of the anime that my wife and I bonded over whenever our relationship was just getting started. 16th most popular anime of all time.
And it belongs there because it was really good.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Add that
Um.
to the list.
Yep.
Uh. I was scrolling through Verve and it's and there was this and it popped up. Wow, I love Existential Dread, and the first anime is Steins Gate Zero.
Mm.
That's also really sad.
I was
Not a
gonna
But
big
say
like existential dread, more like I don't know.
like okay, here's an example, Brad.
Okay.
One of the characters in Angel Beats, she
Yeah.
seems like this really hyperactive, she's really hyper and stuff like that. And you find out that the reason why she's so hyper and is always like running around trying to do things is because before she died, she was crippled. She couldn't walk.
yep.
And so this is her opportunity to do all the things that she wanted that she couldn't do before.
Yep.
Hmm.
I need to rewatch it. I haven't watched it in a while.
Interesting.
Another person that worked themselves to death just as her music career was taking off. Um, Basically, the whole series is coming to terms with the things in life that make us suffer and how to move on.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's only, like I said, it's only 13 episodes. It's It's really good. It's one of the most popular. It's very well rated. I mean, I've got the DVDs of it. It's dubbed.
Yeah.
We all know that's the important part.
Yeah, and it's
That's number one. That's my number one requirement. Oh, it sounds interesting. It's
Yeah.
not dubbed.
Yeah. The
Hard pass.
the opening scene literally opens up with the main character waking up, having no idea who he is, and just seeing a girl run past him with a fucking sniper rifle.
and that's also
And then
what
and then finding out who the target is, going down to talk to them, and then getting stabbed in the chest and killed again.
that's also one of the anime that's that it's debatable on which is better, the sub or dub.
I mean, they're both good.
Yeah,
Dub.
we know.
I do
So,
like a woman with a sniper rifle.
I mean,
She doesn't work for the government.
she was actually fighting against the government in that case, because she was basically
Yeah,
fighting the student
yeah.
council
Technically, she
president.
was fighting against the government because the person she was aiming at is basically the president of the student body, which is the only government in this world.
Yeah.
I
So,
like it. That's
so yeah,
a big plus.
yeah, I think that checks a box.
That does indeed check a box.
Yeah. And like I'm pretty sure if you like open your eyes a bit more, I'm pretty sure you can like actually like find some more stuff to engross yourself in than just normal boring American television. Because I think American television has been kind of just dying recently.
I mean, recently?
I mean, a lot of it is like garbage, but
Well,
there's still some like creative. There's still creative stuff out, like
yeah,
being put out. A
yeah,
lot of it
but
doesn't end up sticking around because that's not what American audiences want. But
yeah.
every once in a while, you can find a gem, and then it'll get like canceled or something. But
You'll get canceled, or they put in
Here you
wrong
go, Brad.
writers.
I'm putting the Angel Beats like splash art in the chat for on Discord.
Yeah, I
okay,
think
not
the girl,
awful.
the girl with the angel wings is basically the government body.
Yep. And the girl with the grenade launcher.
That's not a
Actively
grenade launcher.
I'm
No,
pretty.
No, it looks more
No,
like
no, you're
no,
right. You're
yeah,
correct. No, that's not.
it's got a
it,
double drum barrel, but it looks
It
more
does.
like an
Yeah, sorry. I thought
MP4.
it was a large.
yeah,
I thought it was like a war machine. My bad. My bad.
I like the thigh high socks and the vector.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That ticks a box.
Oh, does
Thick,
it?
Yeah.
thick thighs saves lives, but thigh highs are my demise.
Well, I just like a woman that can protect herself.
Oh, okay. I mean that vector is pretty sexy. Yeah. Yeah, but like there's just not enough, there's just no creativity in Hollywood anymore, because that's not what sells.
Well, like so, like one of my all time favorite TV shows, and I'm really thankful it's on uh, Hulu. Is Firefly,
Mm,
which like
Mm,
it's not the best. Like it's far from the best TV show, but at least it was an attempt to be creative,
yeah.
but in doing so got canceled like after the first season.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sucks.
it's shows like that like make me sad to be like
I don't know. Just Western media is also just dying a slow, painful death for a while now.
Yeah, it is. Dang, I kind of really want to rewatch Angel Beats now.
So do I.
Even though I have like 15 anime I'm trying to watch at the moment, I kind of just want to rewatch Angel Beats again.
The life of an anime fan.
I mean, it's such a good anime. It's so good.
It is.
Besides, I've been in the need for a good cry recently. Because
I
it does that.
yeah. I
Especially that ending. Oh, that fucking ending.
yeah.
Oh, rip my heart out. Oh my god.
Is Angel Beats on Verve? I think I'll watch that Thursday. Wait,
I mean,
no.
I've got the DVD set for it.
Yeah. No. I'm going to. Yeah, Angel Beats is on Verve, but it's only on subtitle. Um.
I
Yeah.
do need to
No.
cry.
I was just say, if you need a good cry, Angel Beats is where you're gonna fucking get it, dude. You're also
Yeah.
gonna laugh a fucking lot.
Yeah.
There was
And
something I watched recently that was like made me tear up, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh, Corey, who
hmm.
is best girl in Angel Beats?
Um.
Only one right answer.
You think it's one girl, but it's it's the girl that plays the piano.
It is.
I don't want to give it away, but it
I
is
mean,
the
that did just give it away, but
but you know, but yeah, it is definitely the girl that plays the piano. She is best girl.
yep. I honestly wish it was a bit longer.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like I wish we could have spent more time with these characters.
Yeah, cuz
It
the
just
first
it wasn't enough.
yeah, like the first one that moves on, like didn't like they move on in like episode 2?
Yeah, I think no, 3 I think it is.
Oh.
Let
Yeah,
me let me look at the episode names. I can tell you.
cuz it's
Episode 3.
yeah, cuz it starts
Because
off
episode
early.
1 is the introduction, episode 2 is the guild, and then episode 3 is when that happens.
Yeah.
And that one's just like oof,
Yeah.
oof.
Cuz there was also just a really good character too.
She
Plus,
was.
yeah, plus the relationship that two characters form throughout the series,
Hmm.
and watching and then watching the person that he loves pass on. Uh,
Anyway, no more spoilers.
yeah.
Uh, any other recommendations?
Uh, do you like Eurobeat? Do you like Eurobeat in racing?
I did like Speed Racer.
um,
I own that on DVD.
I need to watch it again. But Initial D is you know that whole deja vu like meme. That's
No.
where it came from, and it's also and it's also like the one of the main reasons why the Toyota AE86 is like very popular nowadays. But
The
that
what?
that do you know? Well, oh yeah, you're not a car person. Never mind. Do you like watching people drift on the side of a mountain racing?
I did like Speed Racer.
Then I would probably say give like the Initial D Legends movie a chance. They're on Verve. They're also in dub. They're pretty
Okay.
good. Very well
Do
animated
you like
too.
lesbians?
On principle, no.
Okay, well then there goes Citrus.
That was a joke.
No, there's a lesbian anime. It's fine. I wasn't actually gonna recommend it. I just wanted to ask if you like lesbians.
No, I'm
But
joking.
that went better than I thought it would have.
Yeah.
I am joking.
Yeah,
What's how do you
I
view lesbians?
What?
Preferably in HD. Anyway,
No, I have no problem with them.
yeah, no, it was a joke recommendation. I don't. You would not like Citrus.
And my answer was a joke for
Yeah. It
anyone
was
who cares.
Citrus is a 12 episode drama around two girls finding out that they're falling in love with each other.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that, considering that their parents are getting married.
Ah.
oof.
Yeah.
I mean,
The premise alone is funny.
Well, yeah, it is, especially considering at the very beginning they absolutely hate each other. They're the exact opposite. One's like this perfect straight A quiet girl, and the other one's this loud f off kind of person. And yeah, it was fine. It was fine. I wasn't actually gonna recommend it.
Okay.
I
the
also don't think it has a dub.
no.
Okay, yeah, that's
Oh, never
that,
mind. I'm wrong. It does.
well, I'm still not gonna watch it.
You shouldn't. You wouldn't like it. I think I think there's a total of 2 or 3 men in this entire series.
Good.
And I think one of them only shows up for like a couple seconds of a single episode.
Good. We need less men in our media.
I mean, it was International Women's Day. What, yesterday or today?
Something like that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I saw uh, uh, I'll I have to send you a meme after the podcast. Anyway, any others?
Corey?
Um.
I
Uh.
mean, you've given me like a solid list already.
Yeah.
I mean,
God
like
damn it.
Hmm.
what?
Sabres were up 4-1, lost in the shootout.
Damn.
5-4.
Speaking of which, no. I mean, no, not nothing really comes to mind. Most of the shit that I'm like, I don't really watch anime anymore, which I should. I've just been reading a shit ton of manga. Like the time that I spend watching anime, I'm usually playing a game or watching YouTube.
Oh,
And
so you like have like an anime on the in the background while you like do other stuff.
Oh yeah, I do that a lot too.
That's how
I should.
that's the only way I like consume content anymore.
I mean, like if that's what I'll do. Like when I'm actually like watching an anime, it's kind of hard to do that. Like when it's not dubbed because you kind of have to look at the subtitles.
Another reason not to watch any.
Well, I mean, if there is a dub of an anime, like I'll watch it because that's also how I consume media as well. So I can like I don't have to like constant like keep panning back and forth between like my phone or computer or my computer and my computer. But typically like I'll just I was watching anime last night that caught my interest that it's good. It's nothing that you'd be into, but I'm enjoying it. But it came out in like 2014. I never kept like the anime that I was watching this season was a redo of Healer, but I'm like fucking like 4 episodes behind now. I
Oh
don't
really?
keep Yeah, I don't keep up with seasonal anime. I'm a binge type of guy.
Binging is the only way to watch anything.
Well, good news for you that most of the anime that we told you to watch is already out.
Hell yes.
They have to be for English dub though.
I figured as much.
Yeah. I mean, there's some anime that does semi cast with dub, which is basically what Funimation does. But yeah.
Well, see, the thing I never understood about people who watch anime is like, why would you like, for example, like, let's say you were going to watch the Clone Wars, right?
Yeah.
Why would you watch that in Japanese?
Um,
Like, you don't speak Japanese.
I
Like,
think
well, Jordan speaks a little bit, but like, why would you watch something like that in Japanese? Like, just watch it in your own language.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand if like there's a show or movie or something that was never like released in your language but is good. Like that I can understand. Because like one of my favorite movies of all time is a Norwegian film. So you have to watch it in Norwegian.
Yeah.
But that being said, there's a massive difference between having to watch something in Norwegian because it's Norwegian than choosing to watch something in a different language.
um. I think one of the reasons is what Jordan said earlier about Code Geass is that sometimes it just fits better for the characters to speak that language.
Yeah. Well, how do I put this? Um, I'm trying to remember. There was a movie I watched on Netflix. I think it was a like Spanish movie or something like that. It was Spanish or Portuguese or French or something like that.
The
That do you know what I'm talking about?
the character that brought Don Quixote.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
To the
it was fine, but one of the things that really bothered me was the fact that it just didn't feel right. The acting felt weird. Not the acting, but the voices felt weird because it was all in English, but the voices didn't really match the actors the greatest, and you could tell that they weren't saying what they were saying.
Uh,
Yeah.
Um, that's kind of one of the issues is the translations aren't always the most accurate when you go from Japanese to English. Um, a lot of the times, having them subtitled is a lot more accurate than just saying them out loud. You'll find that with a lot of anime, that some lines are straight up changed to better match the animation. And as a result, you don't get the true meanings and a lot of the double meanings that you get with Japanese. Um, on top of that, half the time with dubs, the voice acting is half-assed, so it's not very good to begin with. So
What are you
most
ta-
cases,
What are
I'll
you
just usually
talking
watch.
about? The 4K kids dub of One Piece is the best dub of all time.
Wouldn't know, never watched it.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, but One Piece is trash.
No, four kids is just utter garbage. Like Sanji always has like a cigarette in his mouth, but they turned it into like a fucking lollipop. It was like uh, one of the things that I do love about anime culture is sometimes the fan subs they can get really funny at some points because
Hey Brad, I have a question.
yeah,
When you watched Lord of the Rings, did you get angry at the fact that the elves spoke Elvish?
no, but that's different. That's just good world building.
Is it different?
all right, so
Elvish is their native tongue, and that's what they speak. Their inflection is most proper in their native tongue, and it's subtitled that way you can understand what they're saying in that tongue.
I don't mind that. But I've also watched Lord of the Rings enough to know like what they're saying, so I don't have to like look up to see what they're saying.
I've watched Angel Beats enough to know what they're saying without looking at the screen.
Okay. But I
I
haven't,
mean,
so. But I mean the thing is, it's not like it's an English story with like a different language in it. Like I don't mind watching something uh like I have no problem with like good world building. So like I don't mind uh I don't mind like an American TV show with like a character that can't speak English. Like that's no big deal to me because that's just like okay, I'm not having to, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. It's not like a fuck, I don't know, whatever. Just yeah. I can't watch a whole show in a different language.
okay. I
I
mean,
mean, it's unless it's like absolutely like fantastic and like something I'm really really interested in, like for example a Norwegian war movie,
mhm.
like yeah. There are very specific circumstances in which I will sit down and watch something not that I can't like understand. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I enjoy understanding what what what's going on.
I
Like
mean, that's
with
why the subtitles are there.
I know, but like just without having to like sit down and read a movie or show.
Reading, that's for losers.
It is. That's why all the books I consume are on Audible. Someone reads it to me.
Somebody reads it to you.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
How did you make it this far in D&D?
because I enjoy D&D. I enjoy reading too. It's just I don't have time to read. It's just it's far more convenient for someone to read to me than for me to actually sit down and read because I can't like I legitimately don't like have time to read, but like I have a job that I can like listen to pretty much whatever the hell I want like while I work. And so if there's a book I want to quote unquote read, I'll just get the like Audible version and then I can read quote unquote a book in like a day and a half as opposed to like maybe the month it would take me to read otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't read. I get read to like a man.
All right. Well, any questions, Brad, about the anime we've talked about?
Just send me the list.
I
I'll
will.
start working my way down it.
We'll see if we can turn you into a weeb.
we'll check up
Little
on
weeblet.
you.
We'll
We'll
see.
check up on you every Saturday to make sure you're continuing your regiment.
Regimen.
Yeah,
Regiment is
in the
like,
army.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Still got Hoy on the brain, don't you, Corey?
Yeah.
Especially after learning the complexities of setting battle lines.
See, the thing is, I never grew up with RTS games.
Neither did I.
Hoy's a game I wanted to try.
It's on
I mean,
sale right
Corey
now.
just got it,
Yeah.
and it is on sale.
Is it
You-
fun?
Yes.
No, but I mean, and like in all seriousness, again, just bringing it back to the topic of our episode, like I'm not, you know, my my hate for anime is I play it up for the joke because I mean I do like there there are certain like I'm drawing a blank on his name. Uh, shit. Guy who did like Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, him. Okay.
Yeah, Studio
Mitsu-
Ghibli.
yeah, like I like some of those movies. I recognize they're not like necessarily fantastic movies, but like they're
A lot
entertaining
of people
enough.
would disagree with you. I personally hate Studio Ghibli.
I know
Um,
I think we've had this
yeah,
conversation.
we have. I hate Studio Ghibli.
I don't know. Something about them. It's just like I like those. They're in
I
English.
mean,
A lot of
I
them.
have, I have, I have a, I have two, well, three movies that are three anime movies that I personally enjoy. I have Your Name, Weathering with You, and A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is probably the best one out of those three, but Your Name is but all three of those movies are really good. A Silent Voice is about a kid who bullied a deaf girl and then later on
Died.
try, well later on trying to befriend her and make up for what he did when he was younger. Really, it could actually be really depressing. Like yeah, like especially like when the climax happens. Oh, really depressing.
But yeah, no, like the Howl's Moving Castle. I really like that movie. I recognize it's not like a fantastic movie, but I like it for no other reason than I like it. So but that all that to say, I do play it up for the meme. So I wouldn't be surprised if I like some of these shows.
I mean, a lot of these are like very, very good shows. Like a
Yeah,
lot of them are critically acclaimed
like
internationally. Like
like
Angel Beats has won multiple awards in different countries for it.
Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist Brotherhood will probably always be the highest rated anime of all time.
probably. It's another one that has received critical acclaim across the board.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'll keep you guys informed.
Yep. Cool. Well, that was our anime Bachelor uh Bachelor week.
Yeah,
Um we're
I'll
going to
let
have to do
I'll
this
let you.
with other things. Like I have a feeling that you guys are going to do one for me with movies because you know how I
I
feel
think
about
that'd be
movies.
very hard to do.
Yeah,
I think you would take way more convincing than I would to like actually give like.
and considering that I also don't really like movies all that much either. Like
You watch a lot more than I do,
I watch a lot more, but I haven't watched a movie in a while. What
Mr.
the
JRPG.
yeah. Like the last movies that I probably watched were like the initial D movies. Back like a couple like maybe like 3 months ago. Like I'm going to watch like a lot of movies like on Thursday, but that's also because me and Zach are basically running through like some Godzilla movies in
Mm.
preparation for Godzilla versus Kong. Like I know they're not going to be terrific movies. Like they're just something that I can legitimately just turn my brain off and just enjoy big monsters fighting. Like they're not good movies. I just enjoy them.
So all right, well, what so just in preparation because I don't mind doing that like for the podcast. What are some so I can start compiling a list? What are some like themes in a movie that you like? Do you
I
like
like
comedies? Do you like?
I like movies. I like historical movies, movies based on war, um, complex movies. In like complex movies, think like Inception or mm, fuck, I can't remember the name of it. Um, it's the fucking magician one.
Oh, with Christian Bale and
The
Hugh Jackman.
Prestige. The
Yeah,
Prestige. That
Oh,
was a complex movie. It was very
I
good.
like that movie.
Yeah, it was very
yeah.
good. I like complex movies. I like movies that make me think a little bit. I am fine with comedies. I mean, one of my favorite movies of all time is The Princess Bride.
Well,
It's a phenomenal
that's
movie.
just a good movie.
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's a good movie. It's got comedy, it's got drama, it's got action. It's very well put together. It's well acted. The script is great. It's a great movie. Love Lord of the Rings. I love fantasy adventure movies. Sci-fi adventure movies. Uh, I like movies with twists.
A good twist.
Good twists.
Good
I'm
old
not
dip
talking like
twist.
M. Night Shyamalan twists, which are all fucking awful.
I already know some movies that you said you haven't seen that are like fantastic movies. Uh,
Well,
all right. Well, I'll give you a movie to watch before Saturday.
we'll see. I have a lot to do before then.
Okay. Well, maybe.
What
Yeah.
movie?
Uh, Shawshank Redemption.
I have seen that.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't.
I just watched it a couple months ago. It was very good. I loved it.
Okay. Another good. Okay. Well, if you like dubbed movies and you like war movies, watch Max Manus Man of War. I think that's what it's called. It might be just Max Manus. Maybe Man of War is the name of the like Norwegian version.
Okay.
I'll send you a link.
Okay.
I'll send you a link. It's a very good. It's a war movie. It's a World War II. Max Manus was a uh, freedom fighter fighting the Nazis
Okay. For what
in
country?
Norway.
Okay.
He was a freedom fighter and basically like a quote unquote terrorist, um, like sabotaging sabotaging the Nazis when they occupied Norway. It's very good, and it's based on a true story.
Okay. Another movie I watched relatively recently, which was really good, was The Pianist.
Mm,
I don't
If
think I've ever
anybody's seen
seen
that,
that.
I need to watch it.
it's very good. It's very good. It's very sad. It's a true story about a pianist during World War II. Jewish, lives in Germany or Poland. So I bet you know what the theme of that movie is.
Uh, Fake genocide.
Woo,
Jokes.
woo,
Jokes.
woo.
Spicy jokes.
Spice. Uh,
uh,
The Walking Shit Post, everybody.
that was a joke. A joke, everyone. A joke. I do believe that the Holocaust happened. I just said it for comedic purpose. I'm sorry to all my fans out there.
Oh, don't bring this back.
Anyway,
Well,
um,
I wonder what this like a podcast like this for me would be about.
How not to be edgy?
That's like a central part of my character now.
yeah,
That's the
that'd be
problem.
very hard. That'd be very hard. We'd need like we'd almost need like a reality TV show.
We need an intervention.
Mm,
But I mean, I do like Corey, so like I wouldn't want to like change him too much, you know. And
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
he is right. That is an essential part of his character.
it is. It is. Not necessarily
Characterization.
the good part of his character, but it
Characters,
is
I
an
should
essential
say.
part of his character.
Look,
Characters.
look, guys. All right, I'm trying to not be edgy, but the thing is, I don't really know how to. I'm just trying to be myself, and myself is
Yeah, I don't
edgy.
know. I don't know if I
I
can help
don't
you
know what's
there.
worse.
I don't know. I don't know how to help you there, bud.
You just why can't you be normal?
Look, man.
See,
All
because
right.
I think if the problem is, I think if I tried to change you, I just end up like blackpilling you, and you just end up like me,
Oh, good lord.
just like secretly depressed.
See, I like to be open about my depression, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
I like to hide it behind like Holocaust jokes and stuff.
see, the thing is, I haven't really been that you know, I haven't been that depressed like how I was originally. Like I think I smile a little bit more. I think I enjoy things a lot more.
I mean,
So
that's always good.
yeah, I'm going into the right direction a bit more. So, you know.
I think actively getting my shit together is making me more depressed.
I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely hard.
Yeah.
If you're not prepared for it, it would make you more depressed.
Well, here's the thing: like, it's not like I'm unprepared for it. It's just like I don't know.
You realize you have to join part like the world proper and means growing up and being an adult, something that you've essentially struggled with for a while.
Mm.
I mean, here's the thing: like, I've always wanted to be an adult, and like have always actively been striving towards like actually being one, like maturing and stuff like that. But like the closer I get, the more I'm like, shit, man.
Yeah. I mean,
Just wait till you learn how to accept authority.
I
uh
don't know if I could ever do that.
I
Like
mean,
legitimately.
with my upbringing, like
Like when it comes like I understand it just depends because like there are certain aspects of
I'm not saying that you're gonna like it, but you're gonna come to a point in your life when you understand like there is a reason why it exists, and I'm not going to be able to change it, and probably no one will for a long time.
well
Without
I'm not talking like governmental authority, like I'm talking like authority, like for example, like I do respect authority when it's like someone who like knows what they're talking about, like someone who can actively like help me, like for example, like you know, someone who definitely has authority like over me is someone like my boxing coach, because they know way more about that than I do. And so I recognize like, you know, this is, this is someone who has, you know, like a authority basically, like they know what they're talking about. Like this is someone I like actively want to listen to. I have no problem with authority in that manner. I'm just talking like when someone wants to like control my like, you know, things I do, things I can do. Like that's where I have a massive issue. That's
like
why I'm never going to get married.
like
except to Corey.
Well, yeah, but Corey's very hands off,
like
except in the bedroom.
like with my whole upbringing, like I was forced to basically become independent very early on.
Feel that?
Yeah, so like
I was actively encouraged to stay dependent.
Yeah. I
And
Neither one of those for
by
me too
actively
is
by
that surprising.
by actively, and by that I mean like actively like manipulated into staying dependent.
yeah, that's what my dad's been doing recently as well. Like that's one thing I actually do liked about my mom was like she actually let me let me leave and you know but yeah like I'm relatively self-sufficient. Like I know how to do things for myself, except for not be edgy apparently.
That's all right. We love you anyway.
Yeah. At least I grew out of wearing like dark colors now. Like I'm starting to wear some bright stuff. I'm not trying to be like all black everything anymore.
Corey, I think like you should become the kind of person that just like wears Hawaiian shirts.
I mean, I
Just like
did.
that, have that be like your only like wardrobe is just I legitimately think you'd look good in them.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm a Florida man. I
Yeah.
obviously have to look good at them.
Yeah, no. Like and I'm not joking. Like I think that's like you should you should buy a couple and just see what you think.
So
They're incredibly comfortable.
yeah.
Like
So
I enjoy wearing them. I enjoy wearing them non-ironically. Like when Zach said his wedding was going to be in a Hawaiian shirt. Like I did like I was doing flips inside because I was like, that's fantastic.
like actually I was actually looking at some Hawaiian shirts like I think like yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm like, those are really cool.
They're nice. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing, because you can always find them in thrift stores for like next to nothing because people buy them on like vacation and never wear them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so they're incredibly cheap, or at least you can find them incredibly cheap. They're incredibly comfortable, and like I don't think, I mean, they're not like stylish by any means, but like I think they look, you know, way better on a lot of people than people give them credit for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's nothing better like on a summer day than just like rolling around in a Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually looking forward to wearing the Hawaiian shirt for Zach's wedding.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Is that the theme?
Yeah.
Mm,
They are getting married on a beach though.
makes sense. I mean,
Yeah.
considering where it's at.
Are you not going?
No, dude, I don't have that kind of money.
He doesn't have that money. He doesn't really like he doesn't really want to
I don't
drive.
travel.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So I knew I was forced to go because I'm the second groomsman, but I also didn't really want to trust my car to drive. So I'm like really happy that you're going.
Oh, am I driving?
Yeah, you're driving. Well, I'm not gonna get my new car until like the end of like summer. And your car has a newer engine. I don't know how much longer my car has. My car is a Toyota, but uh, it it's like I don't know. I don't trust that car
Well,
going all that way.
I mean that's fine, but just recognize that might pose an issue because you can't drive my car.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
I
we
mean,
should.
I like driving, but like for whatever reason, you know, if something like something crazy happens, you're not going to be able to. If I can't drive, we're not going home.
Oh, I mean,
I don't know why I wouldn't be able to drive. I'm just saying. I'm warning you. Like
yeah.
you're not
I'll
going to
take.
be like you're not going to be able to drive my car.
Yeah, I'll take that risk.
Okay.
I'll take
Like
that
I said, I
risk.
have no problem driving. Just
Like like it when I get like a new car, like I like if basically my loan was up right now, I would probably have a new car by then, and we would be taking my car. But since my loan doesn't end until basically in May, uh kind of have my hands tied there.
that's fair.
You Um so yeah. That's gonna be an interesting experience, but I'll buy my car on like an actual off day that doesn't interfere with anybody else's schedules.
Okay.
So that was. I remember I told that to Jay's wife, and she said thank you.
You surprised?
No, I'm not.
Well, I think that just about wraps up our stream. Wow, our podcast this week.
I mean, it
Any
is.
final closing comments?
Um. Uh. Fuck cancel culture. Embrace tradition.
Why?
Wow, very on theme for today's episode.
How?
You're up, Brad.
uh, women buy guns. Everyone buy guns. Overthrow your government.
Poignant.
Take a lesson.
I
Yeah, take a lesson from all these anime characters that I just recently learned about today, and overthrow your government.
yeah, let me tell you. Yeah, that's the lesson of all these anime.
Is anime the
It's
true?
not about friendship. It's not about the power of will. It's not about learning to rely on others. It's about overthrowing your government. That's all it's about.
Is
Well,
anime the?
how much media, whether Western or Eastern, whatever, is about overthrowing government? I mean, it's
About 5%, maybe.
no, way more. I mean, some of the biggest like movies, TV shows, whatever of all time have all been about overthrowing governments.
Eh,
All six of the good Star Wars movies,
Oh,
you know, you know, Lord of the
one way or
Rings,
another.
Lord of the Rings.
see,
I'm
I
pretty sure Lord of the Rings was keeping the established government in power.
No, not really. I mean,
Really?
Sauron.
What?
Sauron.
Sauron wasn't in power.
Yeah, he was.
No, he wasn't.
In part of the world, he was.
In
Overthrow
Mordor.
overthrow governments. How about that? Not your government, just governments.
Moving
Or
the
yours.
goalposts.
Yours, if yours is
Moving
a
the
bad one.
goalposts. Moving the goalposts.
a true leftist move.
True leftist.
You, bro. You lived too long as a hero. You just became the villain. How
Eh,
dare you move that goalpost?
eh, I'll live. I may have I may have moved a goalpost, but I haven't moved my morals.
Uh,
guys, we're almost a year in on our 15 days to stop the spread.
yeah, we are. I wonder how that's gone.
Uh,
Uh,
I mean, I'm sure, like, to a lot of people, it's gone as well as it could have gone. And by that, I mean, like, the people who are actively moving the goalposts, like, to them, probably pretty well. Like, in their eyes,
oh yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
people are at each other's throats, which is, like what they wanted. Anyway, we can talk about that next episode.
I don't know. I don't really feel like talking about politics. I love a little here and there of it, like a full other episode.
We need to do another conspiracy theory episode.
No, we don't.
Why
I mean,
not?
No, we
you could do
don't.
that. You could do that as a
If you
solo
want to do a
cast.
solo cast, you do a solo cast. I don't want to do another one of those.
I'm too lazy to do a solo cast.
Then we aren't. Woohoo. Well, that has been the BCJ cast. Minicast. I hope you've had a good time this week. I hope you've learned about some anime. I hope Brad has learned about some anime that he might enjoy, especially the ones that overthrow the government, because that's what matters in life.
Yep.
We will see you in 2 weeks. And in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed your time here.